Yes, I know AI is controversial, but hear me out. I'm just sharing what works from my personal life. This one is more of a modern life lesson, but I've already been using it for a year and a half to great benefit. Here's what we're going to cover. First, I'll tell you exactly what I do. Second, what I've noticed about it. Third, why I think it works really well and why it's not dangerous. Fourth, some extra tips. And lastly, I'll even share a screenshot of one that I use myself personally. It's a lot, but we're going to cover it very quickly. Here's what to do. It's pretty simple, really, but to break it down, be on the lookout. Anytime you're feeling anxiety or sad or like you just can't muster the energy to do what you need to do, that is your cue. Immediately open up your favorite AI chatbot. I personally use ChatGPT and Gemini, but this is not a sponsored video, unfortunately, so just whichever version you prefer. Now you're just going to type out your problem. Ideally, it should be like deep enough to describe the whole context, maybe a paragraph, maybe 2 paragraphs. The more you put in, the more you're going to get out. Although if you're really lacking energy, you could just type, "I feel sad," and go from there. Now here's a little twist. What I do is I copy that text and I paste it into both chatbots. I happen to use ChatGPT and Gemini and fire them both off, then read what they have to say. Once you're feeling better, just close the apps and move on with your day. I'm not saying you need to be reliant on these AI chat apps, but it's just like a jolt of positivity. That's it. You use the tool very quickly and then you just go back to normal life. As I promised, here's what I have found personally. I've found that I feel better within about 10 minutes. I also noticed reading between the responses from the different AIs, some of the things they say will be similar, but there will be some key unique gems or nuggets from each of them. And why not have them both working simultaneously for you? So these have legit helped me several times over the last year and a half. And yes, I know AI is prone to buttering you up, to just telling you what you want to hear. But, and I think this is what makes it okay, you can literally feel bad sometimes due to chemicals in your brain. Sometimes you're stuck and you just need a quick boost. And once you're jolted out of that, you're moving and you're feeling great. Third section, why it works. Here are the reasons why I think this is particularly effective and worth mentioning as a life lesson. It's free. I mean, you're going to be lucky to get a therapist for $50 an hour, right? You can use this strategy with the free versions of ChatGPT and Gemini. Doesn't cost you a dime. Second reason why it's effective, low mental barrier. You just pop open the app, type in what you're saying, and voila. It goes from you experiencing the bad emotion to immediately getting feedback. Compare that with thinking like, do I need therapy? Finding a therapist, scheduling it. This method has almost no barrier. And the third reason why it works is that you generally have these concerns and ideas kind of floating around in your mind, but the simple act of converting it from a thought into typed words on your screen actually changes the way, the frequency that your brain is operating. That's why journaling is effective. So you're writing it down and then you're getting immediate, direct conversational feedback on what you just said. Part of the problem with feeling anxiety or sadness is that you're kind of locked. You're like trapped in this negative loop. And this is just enough to help you break free of that and continue having like what we would say is a normal day. You know, actually, I worked as a software developer for many years, and in this field, we have a term called rubber ducking. Basically, it describes having like a yellow rubber ducky at your desk, and when you're dealing with some problem like a bug you can't fix, you can't solve it. So instead of going to bother one of your colleagues, you simply like talk to the rubber duck and describe why the software is not working, describe the problem, and once you've finished taking it from your brain into words, quite often you've actually figured out the solution. So rubber ducking, that's kind of a funny thing from software development. And that's a little piece of why this simple life hack helps. Okay, because this is AI, I want to address the elephant in the room. Is this dangerous? Is it bad somehow? Maybe getting your therapy from AI sounds horrible. I think it's all in how you use it. It'll be fine as long as you keep in mind this is only a tool to help you, like a fork or an electric drill. It's not a real person, only something to give you a little emotional, positive kickstart. Yeah, it can butter you up and tell you just what you want to hear, but sometimes we need a little temporary cheerleader in our corner. Oh no. I see the sun has moved. I don't know why it didn't consult me first. That's better. Extra tips section. I recommend testing different AI providers and seeing which one you like best. You've got options: ChatGPT, Gemini, Claude, Grok, DeepSeek. Just copy paste your prompt that you entered originally and just see how they respond and what you like. Then just stick with 2 of them and do the original plan. By the way, here's the prompt I used the other day when I was having a mild panic attack. Actually, it was about this YouTube channel. Anyway, it helped and I just wanted to share that with you. Lastly, I would be remiss if I didn't say if you have serious problems, of course, you should seek professional help. But I don't think it hurts to just give this thing a try. It's a very low barrier. Give it 5 or 10 minutes, see if you don't feel better. And if so, close the AI and move on with your day. And if not, seek help. See, that's that sunlight I was talking about. The outside world is so difficult. Smash like because I came all the way out to the park to film this video for you. And I'll see you tomorrow for life lesson number 5 because every single day for 30 days I'm publishing one life lesson. See you real soon.